I grew up in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, spent most of my young adult life there as well. As a young adult, I enjoyed science, and our family optometrist was a personal friend, and I was always intrigued by all the equipment and thought it might be a nice way to spend the rest of your life in an occupation that takes care of someone on a vision basis so that they can see better.
I had the privilege of meeting Joe as a fourth-year optometry student doing one of my rotations at the Morrison Associates in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. At the time, Joe was the clinic's externship coordinator. He was responsible for recruiting, onboarding, teaching, and mentoring optometry students. In retrospect, probably a small snapshot of what was going to become Joe's career.
An important part of what I do is educate students. This is the next generation, so it's important that they're ready to start practice as soon as they graduate.
Something that stands out in my mind that makes him such a great educator is the fact that he's also a lifelong learner. Every time that we would get together, he would be talking about a new article. Even CE lectures that I attend that he presents now, he's talking about a most recent article that came out days or weeks beforehand. So he's constantly still advancing his own knowledge base and keeping up with what's current literature and changes in standard of care.
He wears the hat of an expert clinician in practice. He's a sought-after lecturer, clinical researcher, author, writer.
He has served us past, present, and future with his early lectures from the 1980s to his current articles and publications.
We do a fair amount of research here. We've done post-market surveillance studies. We've had an actual R01 from NIH, which is the first and only natural history study that's ever been done on keratoconus, I believe.
Conducting clinical research with Dr. Joe Shovlin was invaluable. Joe had this innate curiosity, this insatiable thirst to learn and to know, and a commitment to being true to the research process from start to finish.
We have a number of publications through the R01 we had with keratoconus, post-market surveillance for extended wear, contact lens-related diseases.
Dr. Shovlin's involvement in different type of research has not only impacted the way that I practice, but also optometry as a whole.
Joe's research, his publishing, and his lecturing has benefited optometry tremendously. I don't think there's an optometrist over the past 40 years who has not learned something from Dr. Joe Shovlin.
To me, Joe Shovlin's an inspiration.
I can think of no one better.
His legacy will live long after he retires because of his passion.